All right.
Welcome back on the Breakfast Show. We're still here on this Tuesday morning. The time is just 15 minutes to... to 9 o'clock.
No lah, it's 10 minutes to 9 o'clock.
Oh, 10 ah. Sorry, buta lah. That's why dengue all. I can see only one eye.
Oh, try to cover herself.
Line.
But yes, here's your chance to win ZRV CDs right here on the Breakfast Show. She's a wonder with that ukulele. Do you know what a ukulele is?
No, it sounds like a food for some...
No. It's actually a guitar for midgets. No, really. It's
That's
like a
not
real...
nice.
No, really. It's a small little cute guitar. Ting, 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 ting. It's really cute.
Something
really.
for Belle.
No, well, if she likes to play the ukulele.
That's something interesting. Okay, for our first guest today, I'm feeling a little bit intimidated because apparently she can tell your past, present and your future. So you know how we have our fears of knowing, we've had our share of naughtiness. And yes, I'm feeling a little bit intimidated by her presence.
More importantly, we'll be talking about a science that has been, let's say, neglected all this time. And the thing is, I call it science because there's specific studies being put into auras and also how certain special people see things a bit differently from us. So we'll speak to one such person today. Ladies and gentlemen, it's our honor to invite on set Rashmi Aiyappa, founder, chairman and CEO of Aashwasan, and also Goli Sim, the mentor, and also a part of corporate communications and strategic management. Sim
Good morning, ladies.
Rashmi, good morning. Welcome on the Breakfast Show.
Thank you. Good morning. Okay, I think first and foremost, let's just, what exactly is aura science? I mean, apparently you were born with this knowledge.
This ability
This
as
ability.
well. It seems that, just to quote what I've read and what I've researched, that you see beings as beings of light instead of features and colours and such. So explain to us this phenomenon.
Well, I think it's a science, like you just said on the show. Something that's born with you has to be science. It's part of your whole mechanism. And that's why I believe that 100% this would have been a science which has lived with all of us at some point of time. I think a lot of us are just residues of the past. So some of us have a little bit of abilities a little more than the rest, or a little differently, So I do believe that this is not a power or anything. It's just something that's born with me. It's a part of our creation. As far as aura science you asked, there is a lot of definitions floating everywhere in the world. Frankly speaking, I have never read a book or met anyone in my life in this particular discipline of aura science, because I think when you're born in a certain way and you accept yourself completely and you go along with that whole evolution inside of you, it's actually a book unfolding, and if you don't have patience, you might miss the point. So I think somewhere, somebody above, I think my family, I think God above, I think probably destiny itself just allowed me to live with it. And it really took a whole lot of time. It took me 30 long years of keeping it quiet and not sharing with anybody.
And finally accepting it for what
accepting
it is.
all the way. And then it's after 30 years I realized that now I'm completely ready to share it with the world. It has to be a science which is complete. If you know something which is half, it's very dangerous to share. It has to be something you know from A to Z, because end of the day, when you're part of the whole process, there is no room to make mistakes.
Now, how did you first discover that you had this particular gift, and how did it manifest?
I was mentioning earlier, I really thought all of the people around me were the same.
All right.
Born like that, obviously you don't.
You
really...
were 7, right?
No, I was born with it.
Okay.
Okay. Let me describe how it was.
Yes, please do. Yes.
Okay, so from birth, everything around me, as far as people were concerned, really was millions of lights. Now, how do we define lights? It's really not the tube lights, really. It's more like a yellow light, more like a laser beam. And it's millions of light basically depicting the whole mechanism inside of you, like how does your whole body internally function, your brain, how does it really work. And one infinite light which emits from your heart, which I knew for that time itself was the soul. Because it's like a web in this world, like all of our souls are talking at the same time. We were all connected. That's
Somehow
the only
connected to each
yeah.
other.
That's that one link or that one ray of light was connecting every single human you're seeing around.
A sort of a higher cosmic consciousness.
And it's just
to
there.
try to put words
It's
into
just
it. Yeah?
Absolutely. And the funny part was, you know, younger, I would look around and say, why are people really introducing themselves? Because I thought I knew everybody. And it was funny because I felt one with everybody around. I had a very normal childhood. I don't think I've lived life any different from
How about
any
your
of you.
siblings?
I have a younger brother.
But you're the only one who...
Yes.
I see.
Yes. And that was one aspect, obviously, but you know, it will phase out. Like initially, for the younger period of time when I was like 0 to 7 years, really, I look at a person, it was all like millions of light, more talking on the mechanism. So I would really know what's going on inside of it, and then if there was something within the body that was not really working well, it'll actually give me flashes of the person's life. It was almost like showing, okay, this is how it has gone wrong. But you know, you really think everyone is like that. One thing which is very definite, I think I need to mention here is, at that point of time, past, present, future was all one moment for me.
Wow.
Meaning I did not know, I thought this is it. Like when I see everything, I thought this is all happening in one moment. However, it took 7 long years in school, little by little incidences happening around me that made me understand that what I talk or what I see or what I'm witnessing
is different
from others, because I must share this incident because there was a girl next to me who I mentioned saying like, look, I really feel bad, your dad's going to die, you know, just hold on and understand it's not all that bad that you're going to be left alone. I was like really being compassionate and loving. I think that's my truest nature.
And she, I mean, honestly,
she just jumped up.
I'm sure.
Yeah, because she didn't even know.
She didn't even know, obviously. And she said, what are you talking about? My dad's fine. He's gone to office and everything. And I was just like taken aback. I think little moments like that. And the next day, it really happened.
Oh,
so for me, I'm like exactly. It's not premonition. You for me, all time dimensions like collapse in one single moment.
Amazing.
Yeah,
amazing.
Because of this gift that you had, it must be a bit, you know, did it affect your social life? Because
never. I think I was extremely social.
So no one was actually intimidated by your...
No one really knew till I was 30.
I see. And why did you, after many years later, that you say you're ready? What was that? Yes, I'm ready to.
It was very dramatic. I don't know if you can take it really. It was so much like a Hindi movie. really, I'm telling you, because you know, all my life I was born in a military background. My father was a colonel in the army, and obviously we have a very social life. So right from singing, dancing to every single thing I could learn, I have learned. I've done it all. I've lived life as if it was the first and last time. And actually, what happened was there was always something in me very clearly saying, look, if you're going to talk about stuff that you're seeing and you know others are not, you're going against nature. They're not supposed to know it. So you could stay with it and not talk about it. So I really respected it. I have goofed up once or twice, which has been a huge learning for me. Like when people really force you, like, you know, somewhere people get to hear like, oh God, she can see. And you keep covering up, no, you know, there's nothing like that, I can't see. And you cover up, but somewhere it leaks out somehow, you know. So in college, one such time when, you know, I was forced to really tell a friend of mine because she really got me into an emotional blackmail story, and I told her, obviously she didn't really expect what I said. She was very annoyed, and as she walked away, I really had a lot of physical pain in the body.
Because you can feel it also.
I think I made a mistake. I shouldn't have told her.
I see.
I got carried away in her emotional
and
part,
your emotional state.
Yeah, and I actually spoke what I was not supposed to tell her before time, and I think that was a learning for me, that, you know, whatever it is as a science or as a phenomenon, I believe it's a science because it's a mechanism, it's through me, it's not something I'm learning.
Well, we'll speak more about that later on.